Hello, Strays, so welcome back to Railway, and today we're going to be talking about what I've got planned coming up in 2023 and recapping 2022. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's get this video started then. Right then, so obviously before I talk about what we've got planned, before I recap 2022, I've got to apologise that I haven't been posting for quite some time. Um, Obviously the first time I didn't post, it was because I was feeling unwell. I was constipated, to be honest with you, which I did put on my community tab. The second time, I was spending time with family and, you know, just, spending Christmas with them and whatever else. And the third, I think third or fourth week, it was New Year's. So again, I was having a drink and obviously I couldn't really post anything on New Year's Eve, really, on New Year's Day. So, and plus I had my mate over here for New Year's day anyway, so. And then I thought that I wasn't actually going to post anything this week because I actually felt unwell again this week, but I'm okay now. And it was just really annoying because I did want to post something, but obviously I couldn't. Anyway, enough of me rambling about that. Let's just talk about what I've got. Let's recap 2022 first then. So the first thing I really enjoyed about 2022 was the fact that I actually got to go to like an expedition, like a model train show again, and I got to go to two last year. I got to go to one in Doncaster, which is in February, which I go to every year anyway, and then I got to go to that one in November what my club holds, and I really enjoyed it. Another highlight of this year was getting a lot of Batman models, obviously, but this one, as well as this one, and a bunch of others as well. My highlights have been these two, my Black James, Donald Douglas, and the N7 and the Hush Hush, which in fact, if I can, I'll bob those two there because also I've just shown Thomas and James off, and Daisy, and this beauty. Still a beautiful model, honest to God, guys, and I'll bob this right behind me. And then last but not least, was my Hush Hush, which I really did enjoy reviewing this, and I still to this day treat it like a collectibles model because I just don't want any of the parts to break off it. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to get that last year, to be honest with you. It was a surprise to me when my girlfriend said, let's go, well, I asked her if we'd go out on it because obviously it was a really expensive model. And I think both ways we went 120 quid each. So I paid her 120 quid, she put the 120 quid towards it because she knew it was a model that I was after for quite some time. So massive credit to my girlfriend, and I do thank her so much for actually allowing me to get this. Because honest to God, like, it's a beautiful model. The green is just stunning on this model. Another thing what surprised me last year, sorry, was when I got this for free. Obviously the other wagon's in the drawers at the minute, but I'm not going to get that one out. The reason why these two are is because obviously that one's really delicate. I had to glue Woody back on, I think it was Woody. And then obviously you got the train. And obviously if you recap to the video, it was actually my friend, Mike Jukes, who gave me that for free. And he gave me it for nothing. Even though he paid for postage and stuff like that, he just was a really good guy about it and just paid for it. And another bargain what I really enjoyed about last year was these two. And it's the Batman and Cloud Belt. And if you remember in my review, I actually said that I paid 30 quid for both of these. Okay then, I mean, you've got a bit of scruffs on your roof. I'll have to try and get rid of those. Don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. But it's just got a bit of a scruff on the roof, but I'll have to sort that out. But yeah, that's another thing what surprised me about last year was when I got So I got bargain on eBay and I just jumped at the opportunity as soon as I got my money. Well, as soon as I got paid. Right then, so what's going to be coming in 2023 now? We've just gone over the highlights of 2022, and obviously my layout's been moved into a different area as well last year, so that's another highlight for me. And I've got most of the track down and, and stuff like that. So, I've got a bunch of stuff down here, what I want to show you. But I'm just trying to figure out where to actually start. But first thing we're going to actually talk about what I did talk about last year, and I do regret not doing this sooner. This year I will be doing some live streams. I'm going to possibly start it either this month or next month. I don't know yet. It's definitely going to be on Sunday though, so everyone can watch it. Because obviously, if I'm recording and everyone's at school, say for instance if I do it on a Friday, and then everyone's at school, nobody's gonna want to watch it, are they? So live streams will definitely be coming to the channel. My first one will possibly be me reacting to Project Tiger Moth's episode, which I did say, but I will be saying this: which dub do you want me to react to, the UK dub or the US dub? If you want me to do both, I can do. But yeah, that's what will be coming in 2023. Sorry. Another thing what will be coming this year is a lot of Thomas reviews, because there's a lot of Thomas. Excuse me. There's a lot of like Batman Thomas stuff I want to get. But obviously, half the time you have to think to yourself, do I need it now or do I need it another time, if you know what I'm saying? So that's something to look forward to, because I'll definitely be getting Ryan this year. And Rebecca if she's out back before Christmas. I do want to start getting some of the Hornby stuff as well, some of the Hornby range. I mean, and that's another thing what reminded me about last year, was that bargain what I got from the market. In fact, I'm getting... And it's none other than the Hornby Duck. I got this guy. If you remember back to the review, I got this guy for 15 quid off the market. And honest to God, right, all that was wrong with him was a few buffers were missing, which I snatched off. It was one of my locomotives what I snatched it off, one of the spun buffers. And the chimney cap wasn't missing, and I thought to myself, for 15 quid, and by the looks of it, it worked. And yeah, it did need a bit of a wheel clean as well. But for 15 quid though, you can't go wrong for one of these. To say that they go for like 80 quid, 100 quid on eBay, it was just really surprising. Right then, so now we're going to be talking about what might be coming up in the next couple of weeks. So, in fact, we'll start with the locomotive. Right, so I got a bit of Christmas money off my Auntie Alison and my sister. Bearing in mind I only got 50 quid, as you get older, But I have been saving up for this, and I had to put a little bit more extra towards it yesterday. And I got this out of my Christmas money. And I paid 100, well obviously I'm not going to go through the price now. And it's the Class K1 locomotive, so it's the locomotive I've been after actually, because I think it was Sam Trader who reviewed this, and now I've got one. So that's one thing to be looking forward to. We'll do that bit of a bit. Right then, so another thing what I've really been looking forward to get, and it's this. And what this is, and this is actually thanks to Craig for finding this for me, it's a DCC and a DC controller. Obviously, if you want me to review it, which bearing in mind that bit is like screwed into my layout, so I'll probably just like disconnect the controller and then I'll just show the bit under my layout, if you know what I'm saying. But if you want me to review this, then let me know down in the comments below. I'm still trying to figure out how to work the DCC bit as well. So hopefully in 2023 I will be going for the DCC, hopefully. Right then, so let me just get all this in shots. Right then, so this was a headache for my mum, and honest to God, and I had to actually help her get the last bit. So right, where shall we start? And it's none other than the turntable kit from Pico. I can honestly say, right guys, if you want to like a budget turntable, yeah, you have to build it yourself. For you to take them to sheds, go for the Pico one, because I think it was about 50 something quid for this. I think it was like 50 or 60 odd quid for this, and then obviously the other things I will get into in a little bit. But that's the Pico turntable. I haven't built it yet, it's still in here. As you can hear, it is still in here. But I will be building it soon, and I think my mate Craig's coming around to help me fit it into the baseboard. So that's the turntable. And just to let you know, I have got the motor for it as well. This is the bit what I actually had to order to help my mum out. But what annoyed me, right? Because I ordered that motor bit from Model Centre, and they gave me an option to get a plug, right? Right, bear in mind, right guys. But that's the end. Now, if I'm correct, that's not the correct end. I actually looked at the motor as well, and it was the wrong plug. So obviously, again, my girlfriend kind of helped me out with this. I actually got this plug, and if I show you, take it out of the box real quick. Oh, plastic bag. And if you look at that bit carefully, that's the bit what does actually go into the turntable motor. So I don't know what Model Centre what happened with Model Centre then. But yeah, that's pretty much most of the stuff what will be coming out within the next couple of weeks or so. Sorry. Oh, that's just reminded me, that bad cough what I had, that's gone as well now, so I'm kind of glad that that's correct, that's gone now. What else have I got to say now? In fact, I'll show you what I've been up to since I've been posting. Obviously, if you guys have been on my Facebook, you know that I've been doing something with that extension bit, what I did. And I gave people a choice whether if they wanted me to do Brendam docks or the viaduct off Thomson Tank Engine. And as you can see, it's not completely finished yet, but as you can see, the viaduct's there, and it goes all the way down there, and it comes all the way down here. So that's something else what I might be showing off later this year, once it's all done and I know that my locomotives run up and down it fine, then that's when I'll possibly, you know, show it off on YouTube and whatnot. Yeah, so what a heck of a year we went through last year. I mean, to say that I reached 300 subscribers as well last year, and I did my very first giveaway last year, was very exciting to be me at that time, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I've always said this, right? I do appreciate anything y'all lot do. Excuse me. Whether it's for my channel or whether it's for someone else's. I've always been honest with you a lot, and I do appreciate everything you lot have done for me. YouTube has changed my life completely. I'm going to be honest with you. When I'm feeling emotional or whatever, I can just come on here and talk to you guys about literally anything. And you guys will never, turn your noses up at me or anything like that. And that's what I actually do thank you for more than anything, other than watching these videos and everything like that. It's like the start of December. Obviously, I think I've told you about this before. I was in a really bad state because someone started on me in bus station in Barnsley, and the amount of people who reached out to me in the Thomas fandom and the Train fandom was unreal, and I do thank you guys for that. And I don't mean to be like, all sloppy or anything like that, but I'm just being honest. There's nothing wrong with a bit of honesty every now and again, and it's thanks to you lot the reason why I am where I am. I feel happy in life because also I've got my trains and I've got Tom Stank Engine, I've got people and friends and family around me who care about me, and it's just amazing. And for those people who ever struggle in life, I'm here to talk to you. Don't give up on life, because at the end of the day, right, you give up on life, you're giving up on yourself. And I thought I would have done that years ago, but I haven't. So, to any young member of the Thomas audience watching, or fan base, sorry, watching this video, just live life, man, seriously. Because life is precious, and I learned that possibly the hardest way I could last year when when my girlfriend lost grandparents. That hit me, because at the end of the day I knew how close my girlfriend was to her grandma and granddad, and it did hit me. So that's the reason why I say to you lot, live your life to the fullest, because you only get one life, and that's just me telling you. Anyway, that's just reminded me, guys, what else I wanted to show you. Oops. If I can grab it. My girlfriend bought me this for Christmas as well. That's just reminded me to show you. Right, one minute. And apparently it's actually a section of Screen Use track, and it's actually been signed by someone to say that it's actually real. But yeah, you got a picture of Thomas in the front, look. But yeah, like I said, honest to God, right, when I'm going to say this now, 2022 didn't really change for me about me getting judged. No matter where I went, people were judging me by the slightest thing, seriously. But I am me at the end of the day, and you either accept me for who I am, or there's the door. That's my advice to whoever's going through a hard time at the minute, whether they're getting judged for being whatever, or whatever else. You just say to them, if you don't like me, there's the door, leave. Obviously, sometimes I would say something a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Not used for YouTube, if you know what I'm saying. Excuse me. But that's what I'm always saying to you, like, you just live your life to the fullest. And I noticed that it's mostly youngsters who's going through a lot. Like my mate Morgan, he lost I think it was either his grandma or his granddad recently, and he was actually devastated, and he told me that he didn't want to celebrate Christmas or anything like that. And I thought to myself, I don't blame him, seriously. But at the end of the day, like, I said to him that I'm always here for him, and he's understood that, and I'm always here for any of your lot, because at the end of the day, this channel wouldn't be here if your lot hadn't subscribed or watched. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up now. Other than saying Happy New Year to everyone. I know it's 4 days later again. I hope you had a good Christmas as well. I know I did. I really enjoyed it with my family this year, to be honest with you. And I guess I'll see you on Friday, possibly, with another, I'm going to say possibly a review. I don't know what of yet. But, yeah. So, I guess I'll see you later then, guys. Alright, take care, everyone. Bye.